Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to the 7 Years' War with the Battle of Zorndorf. I am your host as always. Now, let us see what the Russians have gotten up to. Yeah, I figured as much. He's unlimbering his guns on the Fuchsberg. Yeah, he's basically pulling his guns back to the various hills. Oof. That hurt. So, I suppose in the end it didn't hurt that much, but it hurt enough. Over here we got a lot of Russian cavalry milling about. Alright, so for the most part, he's staying put. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense from his perspective. So, we got some infantry heading this way, probably to block me from crossing the Zarbengrund, or possibly to cross the Zarbengrund themselves and drive my cavalry off. We shall see. Over here, he's milling about around Weikersdorf with his cavalry, which will result in no doubt a swirling cavalry fight over here at some point. But for now, we are going to focus on what we can. So, let's kick it off with the artillery. The 24-pounder will open fire up there. You can't shoot. You can, but I'm not going to because you just don't have enough good juicy targets. This will shoot. You will shoot. You will shoot. And you will shoot. Which then will result in me going. So, the cavalry is to stay where it is for now. There's just no need for it to move. Seidlitz is just where I need him at the moment. The only sort of thing we'll do is basically move the garde du corps into the line there. So, and then we will go advance and we'll start to open fire and exchanging musket fire with the Russians. I really should have perhaps not stayed there, but oh well. The guns, while they can, are to keep firing at the Fuchsberg. And then these boys By not advancing there, I'm not going to get enfiladed by those heavy Russian guns up there, so... Which, in my opinion, is a good thing. Not getting blasted in the face by Russian cannon is a very, very good thing. Now, these boys are likewise going to have to not advance nearly as far as perhaps I would like, on the grounds of enfilading fire as well. But Von Bülow is in a at least decent spot, because he is supporting the assault forward, and he can swing to support the rest of the division, von Braunschweig, or he can swing to support von Manteuffel. So it's going to start getting bloody quickly. That much I can say. And Russian guns are going to likely take a nasty toll on me. Now, these boys will come screaming round. Von Wendel will go there. And then the von Prussian regiment will move up. The 6-pounder is going to stay with General Dohna in the woods for now. Hmm. 200 to 100. Yeah. It's not going to stay that way at all. Von Kaunitz is in position ready to support the Frankenberg on the Finkenberg. Do I move Seidlitz and his cavalry? No, I don't think I do. I think they're perfectly positioned where they are. They are threatening the Russian flank. I've decided we will open fire, even though this is at maximum range, so it's not going to do much. And then next turn we'll continue the march forward. So Moritz and Frederick will go there. And we will shimmy up. The troops of Kaunitz's division. And the final reserve as well. They will all basically shimmy up. That's all under Prince Focada, who will shimmy them that way. von Bieberstein and his cavalry is going to shimmy about just to be in a bit more of a useful spot, I would say. At the moment, they're not really in a useful spot. So by shimmying them about, now the Russian cavalry to my flank is a bit of a concern. So I should by all rights deploy where is he? Scholema's cavalry to sort of block them, but I don't want to do that precisely just yet because it will suck it, no doubt, a wailing, whirling cavalry battle over here will no doubt drag in my heavy cavalry, which is perfectly fine, but I have no doubt I'm going to need my heavy cavalry to help smash the Russian line. Which, for now, we'll just have to be dealt with the old-fashioned way, by marching up to them and shooting them in the face. Now I could do... you know what, actually? Let's be bold and adventurous. We'll basically shimmy the Norman Dragoons and the Russa Hussars that direction, to basically ensure that if he wants to do something, he by all means can. It's just a case of, does he want to? Plus I'll have Bieberstein in the centre in case he wants to have a go at the rear of the army, at the supply wagons and artillery. Von Pusen, Focada Regiment, Vendel Grenadiers, Kalkenstein, Leovold, the Leovold Regiment, Kaunitz Regiment, I'm curious, are they here? I don't think they are. They're doing it. Oh, right, he's, I'm pretty sure they're not that particular regiment at the moment. I was wondering if the Itzenplitz Musketeers are here, but I can't remember if they're that particular regiment. Still, we are in position and going to start exchanging. So these losses are going to violently and suddenly explode, no doubt. So for now, that's it for now. Compared to some of the other battles you've seen, the army's fairly small. I mean, the Prussians only have about 35,000 men, so they have just over 35,000 men. The Russians are maybe 40, I think, if I remember off the top of my head. 40, 50,000 for the Russians, so I am going to have to rely on that good old-fashioned Prussian quality. So, for now, I'm not going to melee because they're not disordered, and he's got cavalry sitting right there to potentially exploit the assault, so it's not worth it. So for now, that is going to be the turn, and that is going to be the episode. So I hope you you have enjoyed it. With this look into the Age of Reason style of battle. And more importantly, I hope it's a nice change from the usual vids. And I hope you enjoy. If you have seen my previous Valmy video series, I was using this sort of style of warfare where everything's in line and not in column because attack columns don't exist at in this period. Whereas in Valmy they do. So I was fighting 7 Years' War in the Revolutionary War, so perhaps this will show you what I meant by when I said that I messed up and fought it like it was 7 Years' War. So, for now, I thank you all once again, and I will see you all very, very soon. So until then, bye-bye for now.